They both bought the same amount of rice, but one made it last 6 months while the other ran out in 3 weeks. In a village where rice was the main food and money was scarce, two neighbors each bought a 50-pound bag of rice on the same day. Both paid the same price. Both needed to make it last as long as possible. Both had families to feed. 6 months later, one neighbor still had rice left and money saved. The other was broke, hungry, and begging for help. And the difference wasn't income or luck. It was how they treated every single grain. The first neighbor's name was Camille. When Camille brought his rice bag home, he felt relieved. 50 pounds. That should last a while. He didn't think much about it beyond that. The first day, Camille's family was hungry. He reached into the bag and grabbed a generous handful of rice. Maybe a little more than they needed, but who's counting? He cooked it all. They ate until they were full. Some rice was left over. Not much, but some. Camille threw it away. It's just a little, he thought. The next day, same thing. Generous portions. A bit extra just in case. Some waste at the end. But again, not much. It's fine, Camille told himself. I have a whole bag. This became Camille's pattern. He never measured. He just grabbed handfuls. Sometimes more than needed, sometimes less. But always loose, always casual, always careless with the small amounts. When rice spilled while cooking, Camille didn't pick it up. It's just a few grains. When rice stuck to the pot, he threw the pot away without scraping it. Too much work for so little rice. Week after week, rice disappeared faster than Camille realized. He'd look at the bag and think it was still mostly full, but the level kept dropping fast. After 3 weeks, Camille reached into the bag and felt the bottom empty. 50 pounds gone in less than a month. He couldn't believe it. Where did it all go? Camille and his family had no rice left and no money to buy more. They had to borrow from neighbors. They went hungry some days. All because Camille treated rice like it didn't matter. Like each grain was worthless. The second neighbor's name was Tariq. When Tariq brought his rice bag home, he thought carefully. 50 pounds. He did the math. If he was careful, this could last 6 months, maybe longer. Tariq got a measuring cup. Every single time he cooked rice, he measured exactly what his family needed. Not a grain more, not a grain less, just enough. The first day, Tariq measured to cups. His family ate and felt satisfied. Nothing was wasted. Nothing was thrown away. When someone said they were still hungry, Tariq didn't cook more rice. He added vegetables. He stretched the meal without wasting rice. When rice spilled on the floor, Tariq picked up every single grain. These add up, he'd think. When rice stuck to the pot, he scraped it clean and used it for the next meal. People thought Tariq was being extreme. His wife would say, "It's just a few grains. Why bother?" Tariq would reply, "A few grains every day becomes pounds every month. Pounds become bags. I'm not counting grains. I'm counting the future." Every week, Tariq checked the bag. He measured how much was left and calculated how long it would last. He adjusted portions if needed. He stayed aware of every amount. After 1 month, Tariq had used less than 10 pounds. After 3 months, He was only halfway through the bag. After 6 months, he still had rice left. One bag that Camille burned through in 3 weeks lasted Tariq half a year. And because Tariq's rice lasted longer, he didn't need to buy more as often. He saved money. That saved money went into emergency funds. That created security, all because Tariq respected every grain. One day, Camille came to Tariq asking to borrow rice. He was broke again. He'd bought another bag, wasted it just as fast, and ran out of money. Camille said, "I don't understand. We bought the same rice, the same amount. Why does yours last forever and mine disappears?" Tariq showed him the measuring cup. "Because I treat every grain like it matters. You treat it like it's infinite. You waste a little here, a little there. You think it doesn't add up, but it does. You grabbed handfuls without measuring. I measured exactly. You threw away leftovers. I saved them. You ignored spilled grains. I picked them up. Every tiny waste you had became a massive loss over time." Here's the truth about money that most people never understand. It's not the big expenses that destroy you. It's the small ones you don't notice. That coffee you don't think about. That subscription you forgot. That extra food you throw away. That small purchase that seems insignificant. Each one is like a grain of rice. Individually worthless, collectively massive. Camille represents how most people handle money. They don't track small amounts. They round up when spending. They say things like it as only $5 or it as just a few coins or this doesn't matter. But those small amounts are exactly what matters, because small amounts repeated daily become big amounts over months. A few grains wasted every day becomes pounds wasted every year. Tariq represents people who build wealth by respecting every unit. They track everything. They measure carefully. They don't waste because they understand that waste compounds just like savings compounds. Think about your own spending. How many times have you said it is just a few dollars and spent money on something you didn't need? How many small purchases have you made without thinking? Those are your wasted grains, and they add up to pounds, and pounds add up to bags, and before you know it, your money is gone, and you don't know where it went. The solution isn't being miserable. It's being aware. Measure what you spend. Track small amounts. Pick up the grains you drop. Stop treating money like it's infinite just because each individual amount seems small. Camille wasted 50 pounds of rice in 3 weeks because he didn't respect individual grains. Tariq made 50 pounds last 6 months because he valued every single one. Same resource, different respect. One wasted, one thrived. Your money is rice. Every dollar is a grain. Treat it like it matters because over time, it does. Watch the next one.